We are live, my loves. And what we will do is give some folks an opportunity to come on in and join us. And if you need to just take a breather, which I know we may need to do that um, for uh, for ourselves before we get started. I have to remember to make sure I put my phone on silent, so I am not going off during the course of the show. So I see that we do have some people that have joined us. Thank you for coming on. Um, as you all come on in, please feel free to share the thread. Also, feel free to ask these beautiful women questions. And I think you guys, I'm going to switch something around because I don't know what happened to our names, why they went away. Um, But hey, we all know what was going on before we went live. So it's all good. So let me start here. Shaquita, how are you doing today?
I am doing well today. It has been a pretty smooth day, I must say. It's been better than the other day, so I'm grateful for this moment.
Good, good. And Victoria, how are you?
I am doing well.
Okay.
I'm alive and I'm making it.
Okay.
Right?
That is an accomplishment within itself, right?
Right.
And so, for those that are coming on, I did title this particular show like Moms on the Move.
Oh,
um, because you both are moms. I believe you both still work outside jobs outside of your business, and so we are going to dive into that because I want to know how you even, Shaquita, how did you start, doing the candles? What was your why behind it? When I think of businesses, people tend to solve a problem, or maybe you realized that there were candles out there to smell good but they didn't burn long enough, or
mhm.
we're going to get into all of that. And then Victoria, I think about um, women of color with our hair, and how you started the tams and making sure that they're lined, because that's a concern for us. Some women don't know we got to have that special protection, right, with our hair. We do have some ladies coming on saying hi to you all, and I'll give you all a chance to say hello to them as well. We thank you all for joining us.
Thank
Um,
you guys.
yes, I
Yes,
think
thank
something that is
you.
so beautiful about, I think of definitely about this particular show, is that you all can talk about the challenges and the nuances that come with um, trying to balance family life and being an entrepreneur as well. So, Victoria, I'm gonna give you a chance to still get yourself settled, and I'm gonna start with Shaquita. So, Shaquita, please tell us about your business and what led you to going into making candles.
Okay. So Blossom started back in 2016, maybe a couple months after I had my daughter. At that time, I always had a desire for candles. I always been a lover of candles. Buying several candles, but was not giving me what I wanted. Um, and then what ended up happening, I ended up seeing a young lady who made candles and decided to do my own research and figure out how to create and whatever. So I figured that out. And then in the midst, because I was in a situation at that time, I was trying to figure out, how do I reach other women who are going through the exact same thing, but still keep God as the forefront? So it was like, okay, I want to do ministry through candles, but I need to know how to make it happen. And I originally started with a totally different name. It was not called Blossom Candles. It was called Lux Aromas at the moment, at that time, back in 2016. And then I ended up discovering, like, no, this doesn't really work. This not really giving me that ministry behind the candles. So
Okay.
then I came up with Blossom Candles.
Wow. I don't know if you saw the comment, but Lauren said that she is not, you know, bought from a big name store since. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know that you were selling candles, right? And for those that don't
Hmm.
know, Shaquita is a very, very good friend of my younger sisters. That's how I met her. And Victoria just happened to marry my cousin. Bless her heart. We brave, we brave soul. But both of them are family to me. So when I didn't know that you were even selling candles, okay? And one of
Uh-huh.
the reasons why I wanted to do this show is to give the exposure to women entrepreneurs that some of us just have we're not aware that you're doing it, okay? Because we all know that with social media, it can be hit or miss with the information that you may receive on your timeline.
Hmm.
So for you to, I love the word blossom though, because isn't that something that we all want to do? Blossom candles. So this year, with all that was going on with the civil unrest in America, I
Hmm.
was even more adamant about purchasing black, right?
Hmm.
I love candles. I love anything that smells good. I just like, I feel as if they calm me, and I purchased your candles. Uh,
Hmm.
they burned perfectly. I tell anyone, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and make sure I add that, because if you want to purchase candles from this lovely lady, and let me make sure now, we know it's been a time with everything that's been going on. I don't know why it doesn't want to show me right now um, the banner that I have for you, but give them your website if you don't mind, because I want to make sure that they can
No
purchase
problem.
candles from you.
If you want to purchase, please go to Blossom Candle Co. BLOSSOM Candle CANDLECO.com and make your purchases today.
Wow, what a beautiful story. I know we probably have Victoria a little, it seems a little delayed there, but that's okay. We'll just keep going on. So I noticed that you mentioned that you did this during the time when you had your daughter. So you've gone
Yes.
back to 2016. How has it been for you, Shaquita, balancing motherhood and that family work-life balance? Like, how has being an entrepreneur affected your family life?
I think for me personally, I think that it has affected my personal life in a greater sense because it has shown my daughter um entrepreneurship or being on your own and creating. It has given her a sense of hope where now she want to create and she want to become these different things because now she's seeing her mom do all of these things. She's been involved where she's coming down and helping and creating. So I think
Mhm.
it has given us personally for our family life a greater sense of hope that if I was still working in 9 to 5, it would not have become
Mhm.
what it's become now.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what I think. It's given us a greater sense of hope.
That is so beautiful. And again, I'm gonna go back to the fact that you wanted to do this as a ministry. I'm big on us understanding what our purpose is in life. And for some of us, we like blossom into that like a little later. And
Hmm.
that is totally okay. Um, I think that that's a wonderful story, because that's still a way for you to reach others, and then for you to have such a beautiful spirit. You have such a beautiful spirit anyway.
Thank you.
That, it's gonna make people want to buy from you. Like, I'm a stickler for customer service.
Hmm.
And I don't care how great somebody's product is. If you are going to be foul, I'm not coming into your store. None of that. I do not want to support you. But the fact that you have a beautiful spirit and a fantastic story going along with it is so amazing. And you both have that in common, having girls. I believe it is so important, and not just for our girls, but our boys as well, but for them to see their mothers working hard and striving hard and realizing, hey, you don't have to punch someone else's clock.
Hmm.
You can work for yourself. Okay.
Hmm.
So we'll come back to you. So, Victoria, talk to us about how you came about with, the beanies. And I think we still have a bit of a delay with Victoria. Victoria, if you can hear me, I hope that you can log off and then come back on. Maybe that will clear. clear it up. And so I guess this is going to give us a little bit more time with you, Shaquita. But in the meantime, for those of you that are watching, thank you for joining us. We are so appreciative of you spending your Thursday with us. And as I said before, some of you, you may have questions. Please feel free. I know Shaquita would be happy to answer some of your questions. And even right now, Shaquita, while we're waiting on Victoria to come back, talk about some of the scents and maybe your reasoning behind making them. You have Harvest, right?
Yes, I have Harvest. So what we do at Blossom Candle, we try to be strategic on the scent and the labels, the name of the scents, because once again, we are encouraging women, particularly, to blossom. The whole message behind Blossom is so metaphor to like just to become the best version of you. I like to think of Blossom as a garden, where you think about a seed getting planted into the soil. And I can remember back in 2016 feeling like I was in a dark place, which represents the soil, and not really fully understanding that the soil, I had to be planted in the soil in order to grow, and not realizing that I had to go downward before I can go upward. So when I began to grow and just continue to seek God, and in those moments, I realized that, oh, I'm blossoming. I had to go through this in order to become who I am today. So that's how I like to describe it. So everything, the labels, the harvest scent, that's our cranberry compote scent.
Mm-hmm.
We like to represent everything that we are going through. Every name is picked out strategically to really help and literally to minister to people. Even some people may not even know, but it's so metaphor to, that's why we always say light with intentions, because it's important for you to, when you light this candle, to really be intentional about what you're doing, be
Wow.
intentional about where you're going, where you're trying to go. That's why everything, that's the whole message behind us. That's how we do things.
Wow, that is such a strong message when you talk about being in that dark place.
Hmm.
It's so interesting. And when you think of a candle, you think of illumination,
Yes.
right? And so
Yes.
I saw that Lauren said that you also have great messages on them as well. But that is a word within itself and so encouraging to so many women that it's in those dark moments where honestly, if we will still ourselves, we can get the clarity that we need
Hmm.
to move forward in whatever endeavor it is that we have. How amazing is that? I'm going to pause again to give people an opportunity to please like and share this conversation. One of the reasons why I am doing this again is to give the exposure to women that are on the move, moms on the move, and just women on the move, because everyone is not a mom, but you all just happen to be moms, to let people know what you are doing, because this is such an awesome message. I think that that's what helped people to buy into your business when they hear your why, to hear that story. And this is just
Hmm.
encouragement to you. I know some of us can be a little social media shy. I am one of them. So get that message out there. I'm telling you, because that's going to resonate with a lot of women. Um,
Okay.
someone does have a question for you. What is your personal favorite scent?
My personal favorite scent right now, I can say, is the Harvest, because I just love how it lights up a room. But also, I have the turmeric and saffron. That's one of our newer scents that we just
Okay.
released this year,
Okay.
and it is so calming. It's just, it put me in a place of peace every time I light it.
Mm. Oh my goodness. We're gonna make sure that we tell everyone again, because like I said, we know some of the technical fun that we had before we even went live. Well, I promise everything was there, and as soon as we went live, like so much,
Okay.
and it's all good. So I probably will have you repeat
Okay.
more than once, so we can make sure that they can get in touch with you, because I want you to get some sales. We need peace. What an interesting year, right? And I feel
Yes,
any thing that we make think is little. Like somebody may go, well, it's a candle, but it's more to it.
it's deeper than.
It's deeper than that, right?
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
because some of us don't even know how to sit down,
True.
you know? And again, when you think of candles, most people would think of, a bubble bath. You can really put it on at any time. And it's something about,
Anytime.
yes, and that scent to come through just to calm you.
Because your senses is one of your most powerful senses that you can have. You can be in Jamaica and smell some and then come back to Milwaukee and smell that exact scent, and it
Mhm.
immediately going to take you back to
Yep.
Jamaica. So our purpose is to really, once you like that scent, to be in that moment of intentionality
Uh-huh.
where you are being in tune with yourself, and really releasing the world and just meditating to really focus on your being, your soul.
Yes. Wow. And that can be a little daunting.
Yes.
You have to, and again, it goes back to what you said earlier about that dark place.
Yes.
But it's in that darkness where we need that stillness and that clarity that we need for our lives. Isn't that something? So
Yes.
let me ask you this. This is such a great conversation. I'm just still so happy to have you. Everybody, I'm going to tell you all again, thank you for coming on. If you're watching on YouTube, and I even see that there are some on Facebook, please like and share this
There.
showing, because I believe that what you are saying, Shaquita, is going to encourage so many other people, not just women, but men as well. And y'all know one of my biggest messages is that I want people to realize that if it is something that is pressing on the inside of you to do, go for it. Go for it. Like, we have to start somewhere. And I'm so
Yes.
happy that you started somewhere. So on average, do you have to, like, how much time are you spending with the candles? Do you have to put a lot of hours in? Like, how have you been able to manage, okay, mom, my family life, and being able to put this time in so that I can get my products out?
So what I've been doing is like trying to set me up a schedule,
Okay.
just as if I'm going to a job.
Okay.
um Literally just trying to figure out what best works. So I try to go in, if I have to stay up late nights while my daughter is in bed, put her to bed at a certain time and then come to work. I tried to make sure that I have that balance, because I understand that having that time with my daughter is very important, but also building a legacy for my daughter is very important. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, spend this time with her during the day, work at night. However, I have to do it, but trying to just get a schedule together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is key. When you said balance, and everybody, but we all balance differently.
Yeah.
Again, some people aren't into candles, but for those of you that are, please purchase candles from Shaquita. And Shaquita, give them that website again.
The website is Blossom Candle Co. So that is BlossomCandleco.com.
Okay, and one more question for you. What is the average burn time for your candles?
So with our 9 ounce, the average burn time is anywhere between 45 and 55 hours of burn time.
Okay, that is fantastic, because I'm going to tell you this, and for those of you that are watching, it is worth the price, because I can't tell you how many $5 candles I bought from a certain store, which I'm not going to name, and you have it for all it seemed like 2 hours. It's not worth it, because when you get finished buying up a bunch of those every week, you have spent the money that you can already spend on Shaquita's candles. So thank you, Shaquita. We're going to
No
give
problem.
our beautiful Victoria an opportunity to talk about what led her into her business.
So I am so sorry. Am I still delayed?
You know what? It's fine. As long as they can hear you, we're going to keep going, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's just start by saying I don't strive for perfection, but I strive for quality.
Okay.
The best quality. Like yeah, this whole Wi-Fi thing is really getting me. Um,
It's better.
but I do want to say, you said it's better.
Yeah. Just keep talking.
Okay.
It's all good.
Um, so what started this whole thing? Number one, my children started this whole business. Two, me switching from extensions and relaxers and all that and going natural because I started my sister lock journey recently. Well, it's been
Okay.
about 4 months. So, um, just being faced with those different, I wouldn't say challenges, but noticing that certain items aren't for natural hair
Mm-hmm.
women. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so me thinking winter time, how can I protect my hair? How can I stop my edges from breaking off? How can I uh, just protect my hair? Because I'm working really hard at this lock thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So maybe about earlier in the year, I saw a young lady on Facebook that was advertising silk inside of her military hats.
Okay.
Granted, I am a military spouse, so on that link, I did see that there was a military woman that was offering this, and it in that moment, I was like, oh, that's a really cool thing. That should be everywhere. Like that should just be sold on the shelves. So then when it came to this winter time and I'm thinking about my children, I'm thinking about myself, it was like, hey, how about I give this a try?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what really started the whole thing. So with the berets and the beanies, and I'm branching out to other items as well. They are for women and children.
Wow. That is perfect because it is so important for us, even those that aren't natural, to protect our hair. Like we were saying before, we
Right.
just, it's imperative that our hair is, protected. And for those of us that are in colder climates, you definitely want to protect your head. But at the same token, not lose hair in the process while you're trying to hide from the frigid temperatures. Um,
Right.
a great question for you, which Shaquita was able to, talk about this, but for you, Victoria, how is it for you balancing, being an entrepreneur and your family life? How are you able to balance all of that?
Uh, I wouldn't say that I'm balancing that well.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I mean, sir, I've accepted that I can't balance. I've accepted that at all times I'm not going to be balanced. Something has to give. So I've mastered accepting that. It's hard for me to accept a lot of things, and I always want to feel like I'm in control. I want to feel like I'm giving everybody and everything the equal amount of time. But it's just, I'm number one priority meeting the needs of my family. So if my children need attention, that day my children get attention. Sorry, business. Sorry, my 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
They get my attention first. And then, of course, goes my 9 to 5, which helps me fund this new venture.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a lot of long nights and just drive
Mm-hmm.
that really helps
Mm-hmm.
me harmonize.
Yeah. It sounds like you need
Yes.
to get one of Shaquita's candles. Um, to help bring some
Oh
peace.
yes, most definitely.
You said the touring brings about the peace, so it sounds like Victoria needs some of that in her life so that she is able to bring some balance.
Right.
Because if we don't do that, we will become depleted entirely too fast.
Right.
Too fast. You know, it's
Too fast.
women, period. Some of us, like you said, when you have that type of drive, you're going to, we'll push ourselves to the limit. And sometimes we push ourselves too far.
Yes.
And it has a way of taking a toll on us. So then there will start this trail of lack. And so that's why it's so, and let me tell you something. When we go off into these business ventures, we help solve a problem. We help bring something. And again, Shaquita, your message behind Blossom Candles is so important because you want to see women blossom. I'm doing Women's Champ because I want to support women in their endeavors. And I have such a sensitivity towards moms because I am a mother, and I understand that it can be tough, trying to balance all of that out. Okay, so Vicky, do we need to switch you to the other one? Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. You feel better?
My husband is home now.
Okay. Okay. So now you got it. But here's the thing. Hold on. Say something else, honey. I want to make sure we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. There we go. But here's the amazing thing about us having this conversation. Now, granted, it's Moms on the Move. So obviously you're parents. We all are. But I want people to see the realness behind, no matter what we try to do, you still were trying to instruct your daughters on what they shouldn't be doing while you're trying to do this show, right? It's okay. It was, for those of us that know mothers, like, you can see that. And then it's like a big relief for you. Like, okay, I can finally do the show and talk about what I am trying to promote. And the good thing is, too, why I have you both on the line, you will be in Milwaukee this weekend, correct? Yes. So that you can sell your product. So let's talk about that, the event that is going on Saturday that you both, as a matter of fact, all three of us will be there. So yeah, let's talk about that, Victoria. What will you be showing everyone on Saturday, and where will you be? You both can chime in.
So on Saturday, I will be showcasing the berets, the beanies. So this is a beret that I have on right now. The beanies, as well as I have some ponchos, gloves, a lot of blankets, scarves. So just winter accessories.
Okay.
Slouchy crew socks to go inside of your winter boots.
Okay.
So just a lot of winter accessories will be there on Saturday.
Fantastic. Okay. Shaquita. Oh, you want to show us?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, please show us how they're lying. And push it closer to the camera so that they can see his line. We just need, there you go. That is perfect. We need that protection for our price range, so people know how to come prepared to pay. What's your price range, Victoria?
So starting out, the berets are $15, the beanies are $20, and then I got something $50 and down.
Okay. And Shaquita?
So what we will have candles, we will have sage, we will even have some candle accessories like tea light holders. We even will have some holiday gift boxes. So in the holiday gift boxes, you'll be able to create your own holiday gift box at this event. It was hosted at Ephesians in Milwaukee. So yeah, we have a couple of things that we'll have posted this weekend.
Fantastic. So outside of maybe family. Let me ask you ladies this, like, what motivates you to keep pushing even when you're tired, even when you, right now, Victoria, you have not found that balance, but you will. Oh, but before you all answer that, we have a gentleman that's on. He said, can I order for men, Victoria? And I hope that I believe that this question is for you, Victoria.
Of course, of course. So right now, the only thing that I have that's kind of tailored towards men will just be the beanies without the ball on the top. Or if you would like the ball, you're more than welcome. But they're the same style. They just don't have the ball.
Okay.
We have Blossom also. We have masculine scents. So if a man is looking for some masculine scents, we are here to serve you all.
Oh, this is great. See, this is news to me. I didn't know that. I'll tell you this because, let me tell you something. We know that word of mouth is such a great way to generate, some exposure. And again, for those of you that are logging on, please like and share. Please follow RETV on all social media platforms. And I'd be ashamed if I didn't encourage you to follow Women's Champ on social media platforms as well. You can see that at the bottom. But please get this information out because I would love for these young ladies to generate some sales. And the event that will be on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's from 11 to 4. And it'll be at 2412 North 6th Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So it's a holiday event that it's hosted by Miss Personality, Miss Lori Bentley. So those of you that are in the Milwaukee area, please support. And here's the thing, with the way that the world is now, you don't always have to be in the same city to support someone. So again, one of the questions again is, do they come with gloves? No ball. He said no ball. Do they come with gloves? And he needs candles as well. So that's my uncle that is asking these questions. So I know that Uncle Kenny is going to purchase in Sister's Closet. So thank you, Uncle Kenny, for supporting these beautiful, beautiful ladies. And I think that that's awesome so that they'll be able to purchase those items from you. And that's great that that you have those masculine scents. Because you listen, men like candles too.
Men need to blossom as well.
Yes, they do. They need to cover their heads in the winter because for those that are especially in Wisconsin, we know that we need that. But let's get back to that question of outside of, everything else. What drives you? What gets you up in the morning? What motivates you?
I think for me, I think that having the sense of that I have a purpose, because I feel like I've always knew that there was something like a stronghold on me, like calling me for purpose. Even at a younger age, in my teenage years, I've always known. But knowing that others are dependent on me in a sense. Others need something that I have to give. Even in those moments where I feel like I have nothing to give, those are the moments where people need me the most, it seemed like. So as I look back over journeys and previous relationships and like, yeah, people need me in a sense. Like I have to keep going. I just have to keep going because there's something greater upon me.
Definitely. I would say along the lines of the same thing. I am a people person. Like I strive to. I'm also an empath, so me and people. If you're crying, I'm crying.
Okay.
If you happy, I'm happy. I just feed off of the people around me. So I always try to surround myself with positive people. And just in the morning knowing like, okay, I got to go to this 9 to 5. But again, that 9 to 5, those people there, they need me, that, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but that place ain't running well without me.
Okay.
But I think that's the main thing is just knowing that I have something to offer, you know, and there's something inside of me that's always trying to do the next thing. I'm never complacent with anything. I'm always saying, okay, I made it here. What's my next goal? I'm a forward thinker. So
Yeah.
it's always I've done this. Now what am I going to do next?
Mm-hmm. Because I think too, that's what helps the world be the best that it can be when we understand what our purpose is. And that helps you to keep going because there are going to be those dark moments, those dirt moments. I'm
Yes.
going back to that, Shaquita. And some people don't understand that those of us that are in the forefront, that are leaders, have many of those dark moments. And you realize, outside of being a mom, but again, understanding that people need you. Because the truth of the matter is we needed some people. We have
Yes.
tuned into some shows that may have seemed so random, right? But there was a message in what that person said. Again, you all being entrepreneurs, us being on this path of entrepreneurship is to help others along the way.
Right.
If everybody understood what their purpose is on earth, it would be a well-oiled machine, but there's so many people that haven't gotten there yet. And that's okay. Because again, some people blossom later in life. Some people are able to get it early on. And what you young ladies are showing, your daughters especially, is that once something is implanted in you, go for it. And I love how you were talking about surrounding yourself with positive people, because that's something that I am big on. If you all are going to be entrepreneurs, then those are some people that you need to surround yourself with, because then they understand the fight. Because it's oftentimes I can't tell you how many times I've wrestled with self-doubt. And I don't know if you all have felt that at any point, like, am I really qualified to do this?
Yes.
Can I really see this through?
Still.
Yeah. Isn't that something? And so, but for you to say still, that should be encouragement to someone else to let them know it may never go away, but you got to still work through it. You know, um, and we understand that obstacles, are going to hit us while we're trying to move forward. Because again, that's just part of the territory. It looked like you want to say something, Shaquita.
Because I feel like it's almost like that metaphor that say that the flower next to you don't worry about how you're blooming. Like, even when you're blooming, there's still some type of doubt. There's still some type of insecurity. You're always going to be going through a phase where you're learning and trying to adapt. It's like, I think it's never ending. And I just think it's never ending in a sense. It's, you never get to that place where you like okay and you're like really confident. Regardless of what level you're on, I feel like there's always going to be something that kind of have you iffy or kind of have you not really sure. Like, God, did you really call me this? I know you took me through this, but is this what you calling me to? Because with every level, there's a different with every level that you come up on, there's something different that you have to go through.
That's true.
And because it's new to us, we don't really know, like, okay, am I really qualified? Or,
I think some of that too, especially for those that keep going, I think that's a way to even keep us humble. That we understand that we cannot rely totally on ourselves. Like, and we don't shy away from the fact that we're believers. And so we understand that, yes, we are born with everything that we need. We may not feel that way, but everything that we need to be these business owners is in us. But I think part of that too may be to kind of help keep us humble, to realize like I can't just go in my own strength, because I'm only going to be able to go so far. And so I think it's a certain level of us, it like keeps us humble to know that, I never want to get beyond myself, because some people lose that. I think that that's something we have to fight to keep our why. and understanding that we're here to help people, but even in that, there's still a message that we are sending along with that, you know? And I just find it so amazing that at your ages that you are going for this so hard. You know, I did a series when I first came back, doing the shows this second season, I suppose we can call it, with talking to women that are older. And, you know, Victoria, you're still in your 20s.
Mhm.
Correct. Yeah. I'm not going to make you in your 30s yet. And don't worry, you'll get there. It
Oh,
comes
I am very, very soon.
you will get there, and it comes quick. And Shaquita, you're in your 30s, and then I'm representing women that are in their 40s, right? So I didn't start doing a women's champ show until I was 40 at the time. And that's a challenge to anyone that's out there. Like, it does not matter how old you are,
Right.
go for it. So again, someone wants to know, because some people are coming into the show a little later, tell them again your website, Shaquita. When she gets finished, Victoria, let everybody know how they can follow you on social media, because somebody wants to know how they can purchase candles.
You can log on to www.blossomcandleco. So that's BLOSSOM candle CANDLECO.com to purchase candles.
Fantastic. And Victoria, how can they follow you?
All right. So I only have Instagram at the moment, and that's my personal Instagram. My website will be fully launching at the end of next week, just because I'm going through a name transition as well. So right now I'm on Instagram. It's _authentically_M3.
And repeat that one more time.
_authentically_M3.
Fantastic. And so, Victoria, I'm not sure if you went into that, but I know you said you're going through a name change. And if you want to, you can talk about some of like your future endeavors and why you were interested in going down that lane. If you just want to talk about that briefly.
So when I started out, I was doing just solely the hats and the winter accessories, but I feel like I'm being led to do more. I'm very passionate about my new venture. I'm very passionate about it. So I changed my name from Sister's Closet to Del Rose, because I'm venturing off into loungewear. Anybody that knows me knows I hate with a passion to dress up. Like, I'm so uncomfortable. I don't like heels. I'm all about my sneakers, some socks, leggings. I'm just probably because I'm always on the go, because I'm a mom, maybe. But me dressing up is not my thing. But I want to be cute and comfy. I want to be functional, you know. So I'm venturing off into loungewear that you can wear in the house, be comfy, be cozy, be relaxed. But if I need to run to Target, Walmart, go grab something to eat, I don't have to change my clothes.
You won't walk out in a pajama set.
Right. So that is what I'm venturing off to. However, I will still be offering the winter accessories on the site.
Yeah.
My site is under construction due to that.
Okay. And just so you both know, it is my plan to do another power hour on the 19th. So and that's right before Christmas, to kind of help boost sales for you all and some previous guests that have been on here. Because again, if we don't talk about what others are doing, people won't know. And again, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, just because, you know, you share something on social media, everybody may not see it. And again, some of us are on at different times. And so I want to strongly encourage those of you that are watching, please like and share. Please even follow. I hope that you two even follow one another. Please, you know, follow these young ladies on social media. Get the word out, because your products, like you just mentioned Target, right? You mentioned Walmart. Your products can be there. Your products should be there. And I'll get an opportunity to purchase a beanie from you I hope. And do you have being like, are they based on sizes? Because I just think about when I wear my big hair.
Well, I
Um,
mean,
you asked that.
honestly, though, I did receive feedback saying that, you know, a lot of natural hair women have the bigger hair.
Yeah.
So I did reach out to my vendor to see if they can offer and make some in a larger size.
Okay. Please, because some of us we are blessed in the area of not only the hair but the head size as well, and we want to be able to get all of that, taken care of. Look, y'all
Well,
know.
I said, and it
But your products can be there, but we have to get that exposure out there. So again, for those of you that are watching, please follow these beautiful ladies on social media, and please like and share this content, because again, I believe wholeheartedly that your stories behind what you're doing makes your product all that more beautiful. And to encourage someone else, like, hey, you may have an idea that's been floating around in your head. I believe this year, especially, has shown a number of us, like, we just need to strike when it's on the inside of us, and surround yourself with other women that are on the move, that are positive, that will speak life into your situation. Because again, it goes back to where, I don't care how successful you become or how successful people think that you are, you have those moments of doubt where it's just like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing enough? Should I do more? And we need to build that community of support so that we can stay encouraged to stay on the path. Even if it's connect with another entrepreneur woman once a week, where it's like, okay, we have a strong conversation for 30 minutes, and you all figure out what's the best time to do that, to keep yourself motivated. Because I know for me, one of my big words is accountability. We need that accountability to stay on path, because if you just told us, Victoria, that you're going to be coming out with a loungewear, well, we're going to be looking for it, because I'm one of those women that is all about being cute and comfortable. And I would love to have something where I'm just chilling out, and it's like, oh, I need to go run and get such and such, and I don't feel like putting on jeans and all of that. So again, you are solving a problem. And again, what Shaquita is mentioning about, she wants to see women blossom. My encouragement to the both of you is to make, and even to myself, I'm preaching to the choir, make your social media presence known.
Right.
More. We got to get the word out there, but we have to support one another. And that's why I keep pressing that for those that are watching. We have to support people. And if, when I bought your candles, Shaquita, I actually made a video and encouraged people to purchase, your candles. It wouldn't hurt us. We will talk about what we bought from this store and that store, but we will not talk about the very people that are in our face that we claim that we're supporting. We won't push them out, but we'll push everybody else stuff out. So we got to do better, with that. So usually when I get ready to end the show, I always like to ask this question: what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for those littles.
As you should.
But honestly, I am extremely grateful for my village. I am extremely grateful that I am, of course, you're a part of my village. So just being married into, and even on my side of the family, it's smaller, but just having a village that 100% supports anything and everything I'm doing. I can give someone a call and it's just, hey, I'll pray for you. Hey, what do you need? Hey, how can I help? So just, I am 100% grateful for my village, just because I wouldn't be here without you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I think for me, I'm just grateful for, like she said, my tribe, having that support system. having those individuals planted in my life that don't even know that they're planted in my life, where I look up to these individuals and just be grateful, because there's always something I'm learning from you guys, from extended family, from immediate family. There's always something. I'm grateful for my daughter. I'm grateful for, especially in this time, of not losing my mind. I'm thank you for just the peace of mind, that I have. Even when things get rocky, they're still like, God still bring me back to this grounded, like, okay, I can still get it together. So I'm just thankful for those moments today.
Yes, that's a lot to be grateful for. It was so amazing that as you got ready to speak, Victoria, one of the girls made made her announcement to the world, and I think that is so, amazingly cute. Again, like something that you said earlier, like we want to do things in a spirit of excellence, and sometimes I think we can be a bit hard on ourselves and trying to be so perfect. I am guilty of that, and I realize when we just relax and let go, and I know that's not always easy. People hear that, let go, and don't know how to do it. But when we just let go, it's like we can be more, we can offer ourselves a bit more grace. So when we do have those errors, because they're going to come, that's inevitable. That comes with starting a business, starting anything new, anything that we do. It's life. There are just certain things that are going to happen that are out of our control. But it's being able to step back and embrace all of that. And you both mentioned a village. And so I want to let you both know that I'm so grateful that you took the time out to come on and talk about why you have chosen to go on into these businesses. Again, for those of you that are watching, if you're in the Milwaukee area this Saturday from 11 to 4, inside of the Ephesians Missionary Baptist Church Learning Center, 2412 North 6th Street from 11 to 4 p.m., there will be multiple vendors there. For people to shop, and these two lovely ladies will be in the building. I will be there as well, and I look forward to seeing you both. I am so grateful that you all have chosen to step out into uncharted territories, and I look forward to being able to see how you all are in 3 years or 2 years from now, and how your businesses continue to grow. And I think about Blossom, how your business wants to continue to blossom, and how you are going to create a sisterhood, Victoria, because of your story, because what you all are showing other women is that you can be a wife, you can be a mother, you can be single and be a mother, and you can still get it done.
Yes.
No matter what, you can still get it done. And that's what you two have shown those of us that are watching tonight. I am grateful that, to me, you two are some women champions. And I admire, don't make that face. It's the truth. Don't make that, because let me tell you something. We will encourage our children. We will encourage everyone else. We give. And God knows that I wanted to create an environment where women would feel safe to share out, and it'd be okay, and we not feel judged. Like, we won't have all of the answers, and that's okay. But for us to feel comfortable enough to have these conversations, like, yes, I'm doing this, but fear is still present. Doubt is sometimes still present. Uncertainty is still present. Chaos is present right before we go live, and we got to act like nothing was going on before we went live. It's real, right?
Right.
Okay, so again, I look forward to having you all on. For the audience that is here, thank you so much for supporting Women's Champ. Thank you so much for supporting Del Rose. I'll start calling you by your new name, Del Rose. And thank you for supporting Blossom Candles. And if you are in the Milwaukee area, please support them this Saturday. I hope that everyone has a wonderful night. And in the meantime, I hope that you all will be safe and be great. And you two ladies, just hold on for a moment, okay?
Great.
And y'all can say bye to everybody.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.